What's up, guys? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy the content and want to see more of it. I appreciate the support and hope you guys enjoy. All right, so Teach is in this third finals in a row, I think, in Japan. So kind of like taking over the end of the meta. I think they get OP10 soon, a couple weeks. So Teach is like starting to shine. And Purple Luffy, surprising in the finals. I think it was pretty hyped at the beginning. It had a lot of new support, like a lot of new purple Straw Hat stuff. Really helps this leader out, which is still one of the best aggro leaders. Like there's not a lot of decks that can handle a 7 cost and a 5 cost on the third turn, or even just a 4 cost on your what would have been your 4 down turn. Yeah, so Daku not using the Daku effect on the Law, which is interesting. Probably saving for next turn if he draws a Laboon next turn, then he can just KO the Zoro. Yeah, so that makes sense. He doesn't want the Luffy to swing over to Daku, and Luffy's gonna get easy hit and he's starting the perfect curve already. So Luffy Taro here would be great, just for his next turn. No Luffy Taro, so that kind of hurts. Any Sanji looks like. We're getting 6 cost Sanji, so getting 2k. He could just be getting because it's also a 6 cost, and 6 costs are annoying for Teach to deal with, just because Finger Pistol only gets up to 5. So he's missing the Luffy Taro for next turn. And now Teach actually doesn't have Laboon, so this Zoro might stick. Doesn't have Finger Pistol either, or Liberation. So that might be impactful. I think the only thing he can do here is just double Lafitte. Maybe even this is my age if you find Hachinosu and establish Hachinosu instead. I think doing a Lafitte first here makes sense. And if you don't find a Hachinosu, then you do the other Lafitte. Yep, here comes Lafitte. Finding 10 drop Teach, which is nice. And then probably doing the other Lafitte. Yeah, you can KO the Searcher so that he can't swing over the Lafitte, and then play the other Lafitte probably. Yep, here comes the other Lafitte. And finding Van Augur, but this Van Augur's not going to do much with the Q dying next turn anyway. So maybe you want to find Burgess here, if you have it. I don't think a second turn drop here would be pretty risky, so you probably just want counters. Yeah, you just don't want to die to Luffy. So you gotta make sure you get these counters. Getting 2 non-counter 10 drop Teaches might be a little risky. Now he's gonna do leader effect. Ditching This Is My Age. The 2-drop blocker actually might help later on too. Oh, he ditched the 2k counter. But yeah, the 2-drop blocker is gonna be pretty useful. So now Luffy's kind of forced to swing over the board. He may choose to ignore it, but I don't think you do here. And Daku probably is number 1 priority to kill. You don't want him to establish Daku Laboon or Daku Van Augur combos, and then you have to attack over those later on. So probably 5k Daku. And he does have, I think, 7 cost Sanji, looks like. Okay, Lafitte's going down. So is he going to kill both Lafitte's? Really thinking about his turn. I would assume that Daku is pretty high priority here. Yeah, okay, he's going to kill it eventually. Probably should have done it the other way around. Like, it doesn't matter because they're not going to defend anyway, but in case somebody's crazy enough to defend it. But here comes 7. 7 looks like he's a Sanji, right? Oh, he just drew the Luffy Taro off life. Wow, that's so crazy. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. He's not getting the effect anyway, but getting that off top of life, getting 8k attacker instead of a 7k Sanji might matter later in the game. But here, getting 1 Lafitte to survive is really nice. That you just keep valuing out. And I'm not sure if you grab the Hachinusu at this stage. It might be too late. You don't want to go neg on cards because Hachinusu is a neg 1. Especially because you're going to keep doing your leader effect too, so you might not have time to play Hachinosu anymore. Yep, gonna do another 10 drop Teach, getting the second one. 5 Dawn left over. Maybe you just go 10k at the Zoro. The struggle with this is one of these guys is gonna live. You already missed your timing to kill everything, and now one thing's always gonna live and put on pressure. And Teach doesn't really excel at clearing 2 bodies like a deck like Lucci would, just because all of its removal is just single target. Now, do you establish Van Augur? and then do a Van Augur Q combo next turn. But then you leave 2 things standing. Well, you don't have a choice. Maybe you just do that and then hope you hit a Finger Pistol out of life, and then maybe the Finger Pistol can kind of relieve some pressure for you by killing the Zoro. But yeah, having 2 bodies survive is going to be pretty rough. Okay, leader effect again. Luffy's going to 9 Dawn next, so now he can do Sanji Zoro play and establish 2 bodies, and now you have 4 bodies. So I think his turn's pretty simple. 5k Luffy, 6k Zoro, 8k Luffy Taro, and then do Zoro, Jiro, Sanji. I don't think you even take a life here. We probably do. You just drew a 5 cost kid too, so you probably do 5 cost kid and Zoro Jiro. I'm not sure if we need the 5 cost kid though. I guess the 6k blocker is pretty nice. Yeah, free block. Yeah, it's probably just 6-8. 6-8, 4, and then play a 4-5. Then this is probably the cheapest effect you can get out, so just 2k out of this. Yeah, then 8k you have to take this. And play 4-5. Which 5 he plays would be interesting. I think the kid Sanji might have more value because he's a draw. Kid is not guaranteed gonna be able to block a 5k attack anyway. So you might want to do Sanji. Doing leader, okay, so we can play 2 5 costs. So maybe Sanji and Kid, or double Sanji. Yeah, double Sanji. Oh, okay. So, I mean, still a little risky because he can clear both Sanji. If he has Finger Pistol and he has Doc Q, he can clear both Sanjis. I'm not seeing it now. So it's pretty good there. But, oh, actually, no, Doc Q can only clear 4 costs, I think. Oh, Doc Q is a 1 cost and Van Argo's only -3. So actually, yeah, one of these Sanjis is probably guaranteed to live. Okay, that makes sense why he took his life. I didn't think he would because he wants to stay healthy, but getting at least 1 Sanji to live means you're going to get extra draw next turn. But here comes Luffy. He's just going to keep doing the same thing, just getting value, but he's not clearing any bodies, which is the big thing. I think he was trying to find Doc Q and he didn't find it. Oh no, he has Doc Q. So if you don't have it in hand, you probably take it, and then Doc Q and Van Arger can kill the Zoro at least. And then you probably play a Burgess. Okay, getting a 2k. He must have a Doc Q in hand already, right? Yeah, he has one in hand. He doesn't have a Burgess though, so I might have grabbed the Burgess instead. So 5k leader. Gonna force a counter out of this. Yep, and then Van Augur Doc Q kills Zoro. And then now, is he a Burgess? I don't see a Burgess in hand. He's gonna do Lafitte and Mancherry just to get more value. Yeah, so Lafitte and Mancherry. Probably just looking for counters at this point. A blocker is not bad either. He can just play blocker instead. I think a blocker makes sense. Yeah, so now you play blocker instead. Alright. So not bad in the end, but I think Luffy right now, he's just gonna ignore these Lafitte's. I think you're just gonna go hard to face now. Just because if you expect him to play 10 drop teach, which is probably his best way of getting back into the game, he's not gonna have extra Dawn for the Lafitte's anyway. So I think you just go hard to life. Hard to life, play 2 5 cost bodies just because that gets out of range of the Lafitte or no, the Doc Q Van Augur combo. But I only see 1 5 drop in it. He just has siege, but he can draw some of the Sanji right now. So probably 6-6 first, see what you draw. If you don't draw another 5 cost, then you can at least do. Oh, is he gonna swing at the Van Augur? I think he just ignore board. I think you just go 6-6 with Sanji, see what you draw. Hopefully you draw another 5 cost. In 8k Van Augur, so he's actually going for a Van Augur. I guess that can be nice because then now you can play a 4-5 instead, and then you're not required to look for another 5 cost. 8k Van Augur is interesting though. Because Van Augur is not really doing anything besides being a 6k attacker next turn anyway, and you kind of get in a race where I'll get 2k out. I'm getting all these cards for Sanji anyway, and you get him extra cards, so not sure how much I like that, but swing 6k leader probably. Yeah, I don't think you care about the Lafitte right now. 6k leader again. You got a giant, which is pretty nice. And then you have Sanji. Okay, so now that you just play Kid Zoro. Okay, so 5k and then Kid Zoro, leave 1 up for giant, just in case. Maybe you don't even need to, because your opponent's not gonna swing big. So I think you don't even need to leave one Dawn open for Gum Gum Giant. Yeah, it's just 6, and then go play a 4/5. Yep, now just play a 4/5. 0/0, and then a kid. And then the cool thing about the kid too is he gets a free block next turn when your opponent plays Sun Drop Teach. But yeah, Luffy, honestly, all of this snowballed off of that 0/0 play where Teach couldn't answer it. That 0/0 just kept getting value and value. And then after that, Teach had to kind of keep accumulating counter, playing Luffy to try to keep up. And then he just could not clear anything. So this is like a rare game for Teach where he doesn't KO anything. But it also hurts that like your even down to your 4 down turn plays like Laboon and Finger Pistol aren't searchable. So you're kind of at the mercy of just drawing them. But yeah, this is the big difference of going first and second. I think going first also had a big say in this because being able to curve out like that as purple Luffy is really important. Alright, so let's see what he does here. I think he's even considering not playing the 10 drop Teach. Let's see, so one Liberation clears one Zoro. The other Liberation does nothing because everything's 5 costs or higher. He needs a Finger Pistol in order to answer something else. So it might just be a Teach angle here where you just play Teach. No, it looks like he's not doing Teach. Oh, he's doing Teach? He has it in hand. Yeah, it's either just play Teach or play Liberation, play a blocker, do some Lafitte searches, and get some more counters. Okay, 6k leader. Okay, so he's just gonna do the stabilizing play instead of the risky Teach play. Which probably makes sense. I don't think Teach really helps you win here anyway. I think either way, it looks kind of bad. I guess this way it's less bad. Yeah, he's gonna do a couple searches. He's gonna play Liberation, KO Zoro, play another blocker. If he gets the Van Augur, he doesn't need to use Liberation anymore. Or he can KO Luffy instead. Okay, so here comes... If he does Van Augur, he has 3 down left over. He can do one more Lafitte search and then play a blocker, I guess. Okay, so Lafitte on a Zoro, Dock Q to Zoro. Now you can do another Lafitte search and then play another blocker. Yeah, you just get the counters. You don't need to Teach anymore. And now you just play another blocker. It sucks you have to play over one of your Lafitte's, but that's what you have to do. And then you do leader effect again. Probably ditching one of the deliberations. You don't need to, I don't think. Yeah. Alright, so now, like, Teach is just playing defensively now. Like, you're not even able to set up your win con, which is 10 drop Teach, just because of the pressure Luffy's putting out. And as Luffy, your hand is... You don't have much to play, so it looks like just attaching Dawn and swinging play. So maybe just a bunch of 7Ks here. Yeah, swing the Sanji first, just get the draw. Play around your pistol. 7K, gain the draw. And I'd probably take this and then counter the next attack. Yep. Hope you get pistol or something. Nope. 7K again. Now this one you probably have to counter. Probably just 2K, 1K. Two K, 1K. Now you can swing 7K again, maybe? I think it's just a bunch of 7s. And then play a 5 cost if you have. Or 4 costs. Yeah, probably 7 again. And this one you probably block. He's still thinking about whether he should clear the Van Augur too, I think. Just 6. 6. Okay, really reading that he doesn't have a 2K. Good read because he doesn't. So really good read on his part. And then yeah, here's some acting where we pretend you can consider countering. I guess you can also block, but yeah, he just takes it. And now you just probably go leave 6 down open to play a Sanji, which makes sense because you don't want the Van Augur .Q combo to kill your Zoro. And now you swing 8K block. Now you just play Sanji. Yeah, you don't want to play Zoro here just because it dies with Van Augur plus .Q. Alright, so now I guess you go all in. No, you can't even do that. You have Liberation, so you could go all in. So I think you Liberation Sanji and then try to go all in. With, I think 5K, 6K, 6K, I think is your numbers. Yeah, 4 on the side for liberation. Prevent the blocker. Like, it just sucks because, you know, you're playing all these Lafayette, getting a lot of resources, but you're not establishing any bodies like Van Auger or Burgess in early game. Like, if Burgess on 4 probably would have changed this game. Yeah, so get rid of the blocker, not just 5k. And I think at this point, you just take everything, just bait them, go all in. 6k, and then the 6k. Yep, and you counter that. And just, you know, try to get him down to 0, I guess. Just 7k. And he can counter out by strategy, he's gonna take it. Yeah, and nice leader effect for no reason, and now you just go all in. Purple Luffy getting to take it is really nice, stopping the Teach 3-peat. But Teach still really good showing. Like, finals 3 weeks in a row. Beating 2 of your bad matchups in Dofi, but then losing to your 1 good matchup in Purple Luffy is kind of interesting. But just goes to show you anything can happen. And here's everything 10k.